You look at the Cowichan and all the work that's going on in fresh water is critically important, but look at the area around it. This is a massive estuary for a relatively small river, and the problem is it's been a bit fractured. It's fragmented into pieces, they're not all functioning together. And this could be a great opportunity to reconnect the habitats, increase the productivity of Cowichan salmon. Could be one of the single biggest steps in recovering salmon in the estuary. Well, estuaries are highly dynamic, but they're also highly productive if we give them the opportunity. So when you look at the Cowichan estuary, and people have told me just this summer when I was visiting, that there used to be lush eelgrasses, and you have a program in eelgrass restoration. But all you have to do is look, as the habitat space is largely here, but something is impeding the restoration. When you look at low tide, you don't see a lot of lush eelgrass.
Well, this is a continuation of a long-range strategy to bring back fish habitat into Cowichan estuary. As many people know, over the last 100 years, this estuary has been impacted by many, many different factors, and about 50% of the estuary has been impacted. So before any more of that damage happens, we would like to explore ways of restoring the health to it. And one of the ways is to restore eelgrass, which is a really important ecosystem for much of marine wildlife that lives here. But primarily, we're looking at the survival of the Chinook salmon in the estuary. If they don't get the nourishment and gain the necessary weight to combat the challenges of the open ocean, they will not be surviving. First part of the process is to talk to First Nations, talk to the elders, and find out what used to be here. And then we explore through boat and underwater camera and scuba divers where the potential spots are, most likely where it used to grow.
You think that's plankton or is it siltation or something?
With community members, organized by the community, Cowichan Community Land Trust, they go out and harvest those plants close to a protected, very healthy bed out here. And we tie the shoots that they have harvested to metal washers, which helps to keep the eelgrass in place despite waves and boat wakes and storms until the eelgrass can situate itself in its rooting system to stay in place.
I'm very much concerned with improving the habitat in the bay, particularly over the far side where the young salmon come down the Cowichan River. I send out emails to members of the Cowichan Valley Naturalists, and quite a few of the volunteers here have come as the result of this request for volunteers.
And we'd like to explore ways to not only conserve what's left, but to try to find ways to bring it back quickly. It restores itself about 1/2 meter a year, and what we're looking at is trying to speed up that process.